Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show a demo on how to use the bottom navigation bar. And if you're visiting my channel for the first time, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. So now let's begin. So what you are seeing here is the basic structure which I use generally, that is the screens and widgets within the library. And it doesn't have anything to do with this video. And now let us go into the main.dart file. So whatever you are seeing here is the code which we get when we start Flutter project. And here I have deleted the my home page code and which was used to build this app. But now since we have deleted, we have to code it in our own way so that we can show the bottom navigation bar. So for that I will create one more file, that is navbar.dart, and after creating I'll import material.dart in it. And since we have to create a navigation bar, I'll use a stateful widget and name it as my home page. And now after creating my home page, here I'll return the scaffold, and in that I'll use an app bar using the following code, where I'll give the title as bottom navigation bar within the text widget. Okay, so let us save this. And since we have written the basic code, now we can import that file. So here I'll write import a navbar.dart, and after importing, now we can use this my home page to show what the app returns. So now let us save the main.dart file, and in order to run the app you can go here and then click run without debugging. And I have done it already because it takes around 2-3 minutes to start the emulator and then run the app. So now we can directly see the output here, which is we can see that bottom nav bar has been shown on the app bar. So now let's come to the part where we do the bottom navigation bar, and in this I'll use two icons. One is home and one is which can be any icon. So now let us dig into it. So in this we have in scaffold we have the option of using bottom navigation bar, and we can assign bottom navigation bar to it. And after assigning that, we have so many options which we can use in bottom navigation bar. But the most important thing which we need to do is we need to do the on tap function, and we also need to give the items which we want in our bottom navigation bar. So for now I'll write items and assign it to a list, and this list will consist bottom navigation bar items. And in item we have the option of giving icon, that is icons which will be there on the bottom navigation bar. So here I'll assign the value of icons.home, and we also have the option of providing a label to it, that is what that represents. So I'll write it as home simply. And similarly I'll use one more bottom navigation bar item, and in that once again I'll use the icon and give the value as icons dot AC unit, and once again I'll take the label, and here I'll label it as colors. You can label it as anything you want. And now we also need to have two more variables, or one variable and a list here. So what I'll use is int index equal to 0. I'm assigning it to 0, and then I'll take a final list of widgets, that is, I'll name it as page and assign it to an empty list. So this is the index of the bottom navigation bar item, and the page will represent the widgets which we are going to show when we click on a particular item on the bottom navigation bar. So we need to assign some values in here, which we'll do later on. And now we have the task of doing the OnTap function. That is, OnTap is used when we want to show what will happen or where the page or what widget should be shown when we click on that particular item. So let us see. Okay, now you can see here that once we have saved our code, we have the option of home and then the colors. And now you can also see that when we click on this, the color remains the same, and when we click on this, there is no change. So in order to change that, we have one more option, that is current index, and here we'll assign it to the index value. And since we need to change this index value when the things are changed, that's why we need to find a way to change the index, and for that we have the OnTap function. So here we have OnTap. Now let us write the OnTap function. So for that you can write void, and I'll write it as OnTab, like OnTapped, and it will take a value that is int index, because when we click on it, obviously we'll get the index value. And since we are using the stateful widget, we have the option of set state, and in this we can change the value of this variable, and now we'll assign the index with the value of index. So in this way, whenever we click on an item on the bottom navigation bar, the index will get updated and the same changes will be reflected in the current index. And now on tap, we can assign the function of OnTapped. So this will do the changes, and now we need to design a page which will be shown when we click on those icons. And I have saved it now. So now you can see that the color of this changes whenever we click on this. So this is one good thing. So now let us make one more widget which can be displayed by using the page. So here I'll create another page and I'll name it as dummy.dart, and I'll make it import material.dart, and then I'll make use of a stateless widget and name this class as dummy. And here I'll return a container, and simply I'll give it, and I'll give the color value as colors. And now since we don't have the value of colors, we'll make a variable that is color, and it is of type color, so I'll use that. And since we have written or declared a variable, we also need a way to get the value of this variable. So for that we can just use the constructor. So I'll use it and I'll provide this dot colors. And now let me save it. And now in navbar I'll import my dummy.dart, and after importing, now we can use the dummy class or the dummy constructor in this. So I'll use it as dummy, and it takes the value of colors, and I'll use one as colors dot yellow, and then one more since we have two icons. So here let me use colors dot blue or pink, maybe let me use blue, and it should be R. Okay, so now we can save it, and since we have completed that what we should show when the items are clicked, so now what we need to do is that we need to have a widget for body, and we haven't assigned anything here. So now we can use that, and in body I'll use page and page of index. So what this means is what the body should show is that widget which is present at page of index. So if the current index is 0, it will go to the 0th index, and it will check that the colors which we should represent is yellow, and yellow will be rendered, and if the other icon is clicked, then the blue will be rendered. So now let us see it. So now you can see that since the value is 0, this is the 0th index and this is the first index. So since the value is 0, yellow is shown, and now if you click on the colors, you'll see that the color shown is blue. And now you can also add a few changes to this bottom navigation bar. So for that we have, okay, so we can add elevation, and once we provide elevation, it will add kind of a lifting effect in it. And after that we have selected item color, and if we want our selected item color to be colors dot purple, okay, not purple, we'll change it to black. We can do that also. And for unselected item color, we can use colors dot gray. Now if you save the changes and see, now you can see that this is represented in the gray color, and the one which is selected is shown in black color. So in this way you can find a lot of changes which you can add. So when you just hover your mouse on this, you'll find that you have a lot of things which can be assigned. So here we have unselected icon theme, font size, unselected font size, and all those things which you can assign. So that's it for this tutorial, and you have learned that how you can render the bottom navigation bar. So thanks for watching my video. Please do like and subscribe.